Hello, everybody. Today is Monday, the 15th of September, 2025, and we are starting week 5. Excellent, everybody. Congratulations, you've survived your first exam, and usually I consider that the worst exam of the semester because you're just trying to get used to the way I run things. So, thankfully, you should all be done with that by now. If you didn't, hopefully I've had a message from you, and I'll make changes and accommodations according to those emails I'd received. Okay, let's run into our housekeeping for the day. Let's go ahead and share our screen for you. Share. Okay, so this is our modules. Now, if you scroll down to your module, hopefully you will have seen that there is the week 5 module in there. And I'm also previewing the week 6 module for you. The reason why I do this is, as I've said at the beginning of this class, I'm trying to make this class as easy, well, not quite, as less stressful as possible for you. It's not going to be easy because it is a tough class, but I want to make it less stressful for you. And that includes allowing you more and more access to the course material as we go along. So right now we are in week 5, but I did put in the week 6 there. It is not opened or unlocked yet, but you'll actually be able just to see what is going on in those units. Now, after your next exam, I will actually start opening up 2 weeks of modules at a time. So you'll be able to work in this week and in next week's modules. The only thing that usually does not get opened in advance will be your labs because I want to make sure you've had time to do the module before you try to jump into your labs. Things like discussion posts and map quizzes, you can finish those as soon as you can. Okay. After like I said, after your next exam, you'll open up 2 modules. After your third exam in the final week of class, I will open up all of the remaining modules. So after you take your third exam, everything that you have left in the class to do will be visible to you. So that way, as you are planning those final months, your cumulative exam study sessions, your final project sessions, all that time, I want you to be able to know what you need for this class and be able to plan around it or plan around other classes. Okay, so hopefully that will be considered acceptable to all of you. If not, I can make sure that you only see what you need to see for that week if it really comes down to it. But I'm trying to give you the opportunity to help craft the class that makes it work the best for you. So that'll be going on up ahead. Now let's jump into today's module. Week 6, September 14th through the 20th. Today is September 15th. So let's look at our overview and to-do list. Oops. Okay, jumping into our overview and to-do list. Looks like we have 3 major things this week. The first one is our unit lecture, and it is atmospheric, water, and weather. So again, you have the video there, you have PowerPoint, and you have the PDFs of that. Now, after that, we will have a wind lab this week. Oh, sorry, this is wind discussion, not lab. So you will have a wind discussion that pops up here. It is already in there. I might be swapping it around. I haven't decided yet. There's a really interesting one in there. Unless something cool happens in the atmospheric weather in the next couple days, it will be ready to go for you as it is. Okay, and then we will have your temperature and pressure lab. Of course, that is not open yet. Now, what I do want to point out is there is something else that you should see here in the module. It is your wind observation log. This is going to be needed for your lab next week, for your wind lab. This is a chance to work with our Beaufort scales. Let's go into our wind observation log thing here. You're basically going to pick a place and a time that you can repeat for a week. It doesn't have to be down to the minute, but the closer to the same time and closer to the same place you do it, the better. So you're going to use the Beaufort scale to make wind observations. And what we're doing here, let's go ahead and show that to you. Here's what you do. You'll put in your date, the time you're taking it, and again, try to be similar to each other. You know, time same. If you do it one day at 10 o'clock in the morning, try to do it the next day at 10 o'clock in the morning. What we're trying to do is just eliminate any variability just caused by the time of day. Now, after that, you will use your Beaufort indicator, like small branches moving, paper trash blowing. If we look at our Beaufort scale, we see that that indicates a moderate breeze. And then that moderate breeze, let's make this a little bit bigger here. Okay. So that moderate breeze is a Beaufort number of 4, which indicates an airspeed roughly of 15 miles per hour. The direction of wind, you find that by looking at the wind and feeling the wind and feeling which way is blowing on your face. Now, we'll talk about your direction of pressure as we get into that unit next week. So you can start this anytime you want. It just means we need to make sure that we have at least 7 dates by the time the next lab is due. So you basically have a week and a half, almost 2 weeks for this one. So please get started on it as soon as possible to avoid those last minute disasters. All right, let's go back into our unit. All right, so that will be used in this part of our winds lab. Okay, everybody. I think that is a short and sweet one today. I'm trying not to keep you too long on these. I know I tend to get rambling and long-winded on this, so I just want to make sure we could run over what we have today and get you set and ready for the week. Okay, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.